Hearing you dismantle Jordan Peterson was truly therapeutic, says Tristan. I believe a debate between you and him would be helpful to the world. It's hard to debate with someone who will speak in deliberately unintelligible language. And let's just do that. I have a clip out on YouTube about this, but just because I like you guys and we're here, this new interview with Jordan Peterson and Joe Rogan, it seems like a skit. Like it just doesn't make any sense. Look at this.
Hard to sort out. The climate change one is a weird one. So that
well,
one,
that's because there's no such thing as climate, right? Climate and everything are the same word. And that's what bothers me about the climate change type.
Also, why is he wearing a tuxedo? Like, I don't understand anything about this.
Like, this is something that bothers me about it. Technically, it's like, well, climate is about everything. So, okay, but your models aren't based on everything. Your models are based on warming. A set number of variables.
Well, also, does anybody know why Joe Rogan says warming? Oh, he's saying your models are based only on warming. Even that's not true. Like, it's just endlessly confusing.
Yeah.
So that means you've reduced the variables, which are everything, to that.
Isn't he a psychologist? Like, I'm even just thinking about it now. What, like, dude, what are you talking about?
Set. Well, how did you decide which set of variables to include in the equation if it's about everything? And that's not just a criticism. That's like, if it's about everything, your models aren't right. Because your models do not and cannot model everything.
What do you mean by everything? When you say
Oh, it's unbelievable. Here's another one. I challenge any of you to decipher this, okay?
So I just walked through the Museum of the Bible in Washington. That was very cool. It's a very cool museum.
So the structure, that's what the Bible
Yeah, it's what
provides.
I figured out. I just figured this out this week. So it was a cool thing to walk through because it's chronological. They have one floor, which is the history of the Bible. But it's not exactly that. It's really what it is the history.
It's already crazy. He's like, they have a floor about the history of the Bible, but it's not that. They don't know that the floor isn't even about what they think it's about. He figured out what the floor is really about, and now he's going to tell us.
History of the book. Now, in many ways, the first book was the Bible. I mean, literally, because at one point there was only one book. Like,
wait a second. Are you saying literally or metaphorically?
Or Western culture is concerned, there was one book. And for a while, literally, there was only one book. And that book was the Bible. And then before it was the Bible, it was it was scrolls and it was writings on papyrus. But we were starting to aggregate written text together. And it went through all sorts of technological transformations. And then it became books that everybody could buy, the book everybody could buy. And the first one of those was the Bible. And then it became all sorts of books that everybody could buy.
Wait, so it is more than one book. But now are we saying it's more than one book literally, or it's more than one book metaphorically?
But all those books, in some sense, emerged out of that underlying book. And that book itself, the Bible isn't a book, it's a library.
Oh, so the entire... Isn't that the best? So we're not even talking about a book. Now, is it literally a library or is it metaphorically a library? I don't know at this point in time. This could be an SNL skit. He replaced benzos with cannabis. Yeah, I don't know. It's really crazy. It's really crazy. And I saw a good comment scroll by on Twitch, which is a really good one. Hold on a second. Where was it here? Oh, there was a great comment. Oh, yeah, this is... Vergimp said this. This is how the right works. They have a talking head that represents the intelligentsia of their movement, and the base just follows them. Yeah, that's a simplified version of kind of what I'm talking about. Okay. All right, good. Does he think the world has a scribe? They were loose stories that were grouped way later. Yeah, it doesn't even really, it's crazy. And sometimes I think it's kind of like on purpose.